At midnight, while heavy rain was falling, Mama Kelvin woke up angry, took her 9-month-old grandson outside and left him on the flooded ground. The baby that her poor son left with her before rushing his wife to the hospital after she fell and collapsed severely on her way back from the farm. Stay there. I did not ask God for a boy. If you want to die, go ahead. I do not care, Mama Kelvin said as she walked inside and locked the door, leaving the baby outside in the heavy rain, shivering and crying uncontrollably. 35 minutes later, Kelvin returned to prepare food for his wife, who was in critical condition in the hospital, only to find his 9-month-old baby, whom he had left with his mother, sitting outside in the heavy rain, crying and shivering badly. Jesus Christ! Kelvin screamed as he rushes to carry his baby. Mommy, how could you be so wicked and heartless? What did this innocent baby do to you? Was he the one who killed your daughters? My God will forever judge you and reward you for what you did to my 9-month-old son. I will never forgive you for what you did to this poor boy. I hate you and regret having you as my mother, Kelvin exclaimed as he rushes his son to the hospital. And when he got to the hospital, he was shocked by what happened in the hospital. Once upon a time, there lived a woman named Mama Kelvin and her husband, Mr. Jackson, who was a fisherman who lived in the riverside, leaving his family in his hometown. Mama Kelvin had 4 grown-up sons, and Kelvin was the first son, and he was 25 years old. Mama Kelvin was desperate to have a female child, and whenever she gave birth to a female, the girl had to die immediately, and she lost 3 girls within a few years. Mama Kelvin became very sad and frustrated after losing her last daughter. At midnight, she awoke and began thinking and lamenting, "Oh God, why does my daughters always die during childbirth? What have I done wrong? Please, Lord, take these good-for-nothing boys and give me a girl. I need a girl, not these useless boys." Mama Kelvin then developed a strong hatred for her 4 sons, and she treated them as slaves, particularly the younger ones, who were still premature. If those boys do the slightest thing to her, she would not mind using a knife, bottles, or any harmful objects on them. And if she can't reach them, to beat them to her satisfaction, or they ran away from her, she would say, "As you are going out, may you be involved in a car accident, and they will bring your corpse back to this house." And sometimes she would say, "You will suffer until you die miserably. Come and bet me. I will bury you in this life." And Mama Kelvin was saying this in the public, and their house was located in a very busy area where people passed by a daily basis. Despite everything she did to those boys, they still genuinely loved her and have always stood by her during difficult times. Those boys were extremely hardworking, caring, respectful, humble, and responsible, and their neighbors always admired them. One day, Mama Kelvin became extremely ill and nearly died, and her husband was not around, and they were not able to reach him at the moment. Kelvin and his brother spent all of their money on their mother's illness, but there was no improvement. Her health deteriorated day by day. One night, Mama Kelvin became so sick and weak that she could not talk or move her body, and her sons did not have money to take her to the hospital. "Brother, mommy is dying. What are we going to do?" The last born cried out. "Please, brother, let us take her to the hospital. I do not want anything to happen to mommy," Destiny, the second born, said. "Carrying her to the hospital is not the problem, Destiny, but the problem is money. Because of mommy's mysterious illness, I have emptied my bank account and even borrowed money. I do not have a dime with me, and as I speak, I owe over 100,000 naira. Kelvin exclaimed. "Please, brother, we need to do something before our mother dies," Prosper, the second to last born, exclaimed. And while they exclaimed, Mama Kelvin began coughing out blood, and her eyes began to turn white. "Brother, mommy is dying! Mommy is dying!" Prosper screamed. Kelvin and his brothers then rushed his mother to the hospital. When they arrived, the hospital requested 160,000 naira before they could begin treatment. "Please, doctor, start treating her. I will provide the money. I do not want my mother to die," Kelvin said. "Please, brother, call Uncle Solomon and beg for money," Destiny said. "Thank you, Destiny. I do not think of him, so let me call him right away." "Hello, Uncle. Kelvin, how are you doing?" "Uncle, all is not well, and I am currently in the emergency ward at the hospital." "Kelvin, what is going on?" "Your sister is critically ill, and the hospital has requested 160,000 naira before they can begin treatment, which we do not have here. We cannot reach out on our father. Please, Uncle, help us with any amount of money to save our mother." "Kelvin, I am sorry, but I do not have any money right now. I just paid my children's school fees today," Mama Kelvin's brother responded, and Kelvin sadly ended the phone call. "Please, brother, call Uncle Philip," Destiny said. "I am calling him now. Hello, Uncle Philip." "Kelvin, why are you calling me at this time of the night? I hope all is fine." "Uncle, all is not well. Your sister is critically ill, and I am currently in the emergency ward of the hospital with her. The hospital has requested 160,000 naira before they can begin treatment, and we do not have any money with us, and we are unable to contact our father. Please, Uncle, help us with anything you have so that we can save her life," Kelvin pleaded. "Kelvin, I have no money to waste on your mother's illness," Philip, Mama Kelvin's younger brother, replied. After the call, Kelvin called Mama Kelvin's elderly sister and explained to her the circumstances Mama Kelvin was going through. "Kelvin, I do not have enough money right now. I believe you are aware that I just returned from an operation, but all I have now is 55,000 naira. Please, auntie, I am sending my account information right away. Please, send it. It will go a long way. God bless you, auntie," Kelvin said. After a few moments, Mama Kelvin's elder sister sent the money, and doctor began treating her. The next day, when the hospital requested the balance of 105,000 naira, Kelvin and Destiny ran helter-skelter, looking for where they could get the money. When Kelvin realized his mother was dying, he decided to sell his generator, which he usually used for his barbing business, because he was a poor local barber. Destiny, let us go. I want to sell the generator in my shop, Kelvin said. Brother, if you sell your generator, which generator will you use in your barber shop? Have you suddenly forgotten what you went through before being able to purchase that generator? Destiny asked. Destiny, my mother's life is extremely valuable to me than generator. So, let us go and sell it, Kelvin said. An hour later, Kelvin sold his generator, and when he rushed to the hospital with the money, his mother was already breathing heavily, fighting for her life as the doctors worked tirelessly to stabilize her. The atmosphere in the hospital was tense, with the nurses rushing in and out and the machines beeping ominously. Kelvin handed over the money, trembling with anxiety. Doctor, please save her. I've done everything I can. Kelvin pleaded, tears streaming down his face. The doctor nodded solemnly. We will do our best, but her condition is critical. Please pray for her. Kelvin and his brothers knelt in the hospital corridor, praying fervently for their mother. They had sacrificed everything, money, possessions, and even their pride to save her life. Hours later, the doctor finally emerged from the room, his expression unreadable. Doctor, how is she? Is she going to be okay? Kelvin asked, his voice trembling. The doctor sighed deeply. She is stable for now, but she will need extensive care and medication to recover fully. You have done a lot for her, and it's admirable. Now she needs rest and your continued support. Relief washed over Kelvin and his brothers as they thanked God and the doctor. Despite her past cruelty, their love and dedication had saved Mama Kelvin's life. When Mama Kelvin finally regained consciousness, she was weak but coherent. She looked around the hospital room and saw her sons sitting nearby, their faces weary but filled with concern. Why? Why did you do all this for me? She whispered, her voice barely audible. Kelvin stepped forward, holding her frail hand. Because you are our mother and we love you, no matter what. Tears filled Mama Kelvin's eyes as memories of her cruel words and actions flooded her mind. She had cursed these boys, called them worthless, and even harmed them physically. Yet, here they were, giving everything to save her life. I am sorry, she choked out, her voice breaking. I am sorry for everything I have done to you. I don't deserve your love. Kelvin nodded, his own tears falling. Mommy, we forgive you. We just want you to get better. Let's just start anew as a family. From that day forward, Mama Kelvin's attitude changed dramatically. She became loving and supportive mother, determined to make up for her past mistakes. Her sons, though scared by her past actions, embraced her transformation with open hearts. Years later, their family became a symbol of resilience and forgiveness in their community. Mama Kelvin often shared her story with others, urging them to value their children and treat them with love and respect. Her transformation inspired many, proving that it's never too late to change, seek forgiveness, and rebuild relationships. And though they had lost so much along the way, Kelvin and his brothers found joy in seeing their mother's heart soften and their family bonds strengthened. Together, they created a future built on love, understanding, and redemption.
Moral lessons.
Parents should cherish and nurture their children as they are blessings, not burdens. Forgiveness and love can heal even the deepest wound, paving a way for a brighter future. Thanks for watching this story. Please, if you feel inspired by this story, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we upload new video. Don't forget to like, share and comment. See you in our next video. Thanks and God bless you.